guys, it's Fee, and I'm here for another installment of the Fee Tag Fest. So, I was thinking, what would a Tag Fest be if I didn't do an original tag? Now, the problem is there's so many tags out there that I could say something is original, and I end up finding out that there's another version of it out there somewhere already. There's a lot of things on YouTube and a lot of tags floating out there for sure. So, I will preface that what I came up with, I think there was a similar version of it, but it wasn't quite like this. This tag is going to be about music. Now, I know there was a music tag floating around out there that had to do with favorites, like favorite concert, favorite artist, favorite song, favorite immediate song of the moment, that kind of stuff. It was a whole list of different favorites. That's not what this is. I am calling this the playlist tag because what I want to know is if you had to pick 10 songs that were on your playlist and it's the only playlist you could have for the rest of your life on your device of choice, what would those 10 songs be? So essentially it's the playlist of your life, your personal playlist, your favorites of all time, favorites from forever ago, favorites from now, songs that represent you, songs that you just can't live without, and songs that even though you may not listen to them every day, every time you hear them, you're like, oh, I love that song and I will always love that song. That's what I am looking for. 10, no more, no less, and one playlist. What would be on yours? So, I have mine written down right here because I'd never be able to remember all of them off the top of my head no matter how hard I tried. Mine isn't going to be in any particular order. If you want to do yours in like a top 10 kind of order, more power to you. I don't think I could do that even if I tried. So this is just completely random order. Also, I have a lot of music. I only know maybe 2 people that have more music than I do, and it's not like I intended that to happen. I just like a lot of different genres, a lot of different artists, kind of all over the board. So this list will certainly be all over the board. It'll be spreading across numerous decades, numerous genres, that kind of thing. So, without further ado, my playlist is this. Number 1, Please Don't Go Girl by New Kids on the Block. Don't judge, but I love that song. Love Joey McIntyre. That song will always be on my playlist. I will never get tired of that song. My Girl by The Temptations. And that is because it reminds me of my aunt. My aunt loved that song, so I love that song. Number 3, Sweet Caroline by Neil Diamond, because what playlist shouldn't have that song on it? I don't care if you go to a club now, if you went to a club 20 years ago, if you go to a bar with some friends, if you go to a dang ball game where they're playing music in the background, chances are you're going to hear that song. Number 4 is a newer one. Long Live Rock and Roll by Daughtry. I can't get enough of that song. If you've never heard of the song, I suggest going to iTunes and checking it out. I cannot get enough of that song. It's not really well known. I think I heard it on the radio a couple of times. The lyrics of that song cram together so many different musical references that I can listen to it 3, 4, 5 times in a row and I will catch something that I didn't catch the last time. It's an awesome song if you're a music lover, especially from like the 70s and 80s. There's every reference you can think of crammed into that song. Go check it out. Number 5, we're halfway through, is Shimmer by Fuel. I just really love the lyrics to that song, especially in the chorus. Number 6 is a newer one. I heard it at a summer concert last year. About a month before it was actually released on its album, and I counted down the days just so I could buy the song. It is called Bring It by Trapped. That song is just one of those, if you're having a bad day and you want to show the world what you're made of, crank this song in your car on the way to work and scream it at the top of your lungs. That's the kind of song it is. Number 7 is Iris by the Goo Goo Dolls. That song holds a lot of meaning for me. The lyrics, they kind of hit close to home. I listened to that song a lot when I was much younger, going through a rough patch, and I remember crying to that song, and later on in life I remember smiling whenever I heard that song. So that song definitely belongs on my list. Number 8, it's not personally about me, but the song brings me to tears every time I hear it because the lyrics are extremely powerful, and that is Lullaby by Nickelback. Number 9 is an oldie but a goodie. Well, it's not quite as old as the Temptations song. It is kind of a cheesy song, but I don't care. I love it every time I hear it, and that is Right Here Waiting by Richard Marx. And now we are down to the last one, number 10. Remember, I can't go over on this list. I can't break my own rule. It is Silence by Sarah McLachlan. That is kind of a new agey kind of song, and that's it. Those are my 10. Now, this tag, I am going to attach one question onto the end of it because I think it's an awesome question that someone asked me, and I want to put it out here. Someone asked me this question a couple years ago, and it kind of stuck with me because I thought it was a really, really good question that's music related, and it does kind of fit the whole playlist of your life theme we have. So this tag is the top 10 and one question, and that question is, if you could listen to one song right before you die, and it's the last song you get to hear, what would it be? Now, I know that kind of seems like a downer, but I think it's a really great question, and I really had to think about it when I was asked it. The song isn't necessarily going to be on the playlist that I just listed off. It's just going to be a song that you would want to hear one last time. So it could be from your playlist, or it could be kind of like your ending song, or it could remind you of different parts of your life, and you can think of it like a immediate playback. Not that any of us would, most of us wouldn't have this choice to know, hey, you know what, I'm about to die, I think I'm going to play this one song. So if you knew what song, what's the one song you would play? My song is not on my top 10 list. It's a song that my father really liked, and the lyrics have kind of stuck with me, and honestly, if that playlist could be 11 songs long, this song would be the next one, but I'm going to use it as my answer for this question because this is the answer that I gave the friend of mine who asked me this question a couple of years ago, and that song is Every Breath You Take by Sting and the Police. I just love that song. Love, love, love that song. So that's it. That's it. I hope you guys like this tag. I hope a bunch of you do this tag. I really like it. I know I created it, so of course I like it. But I think it's an interesting way to present the music that you really love. So if you're watching this, you are tagged. And if you know anybody else who would like to do this video, give them a link and have them do it, or you go and do this video because it just tagged you, and then they can do it off of your video. I would love to hear everybody else's answers to this. So that's it. This is Fee's original tag from the Fee Tag Fest. I hope you enjoyed it. Bye.